does miracle to everyone. Because God gives the great the opportunity to see the day and also give the weak the opportunity to see the day. This means God loves everyone. Even if they don't notice God, God is still with them because God wants them to turn back to Him. That's why they still have an opportunity, and this means God will never let them fall to the ground. He will do everything to save them because He still loves them. This means God is still does miracle to them. Those people you see weak, they still acknowledge God, and still God does miracle to them. So God does miracle to everyone as long as they see a new day, because God loves everyone. The love of God you cannot comprehend or fathom. It's too great beyond your imagination. And one thing I will tell you about miracle, one mystery of miracle, when you seek God, when you feel like you are crushed, there's a way you find yourself out of that situation. When you feel like you are pressed against the wall, there's a way you will raise from that situation and you find yourself you are standing. Also, when you feel like it's over, there's a point you find yourself it is over, it is done, but God did something for you. Yet you have not been seeking Him, but the stage you stand that moment is when God does something. So when you think it's over, it is when God does something, and you know it's God who did that. This miracle doesn't mean God has to support you to continue with your weakness. This is where now many people they get the diversion and find themselves in the wider way because they only seek God for miracle. Do you remember Jesus out of the people? Did you follow me because of the food I gave you yesterday? That's exactly how people do today. They follow. They are in churches just to seek for miracle because of what they are going through. But in some cases, what you are going through isn't even letting you go because it needs you to believe in God, not to believe it you are going to be healed. I want you to repeat this again. What you are going through and the reason it is not going is you to believe in the kingdom. Whenever you believe in the kingdom, then you see you overcoming the situation, because some situation in your life is you to face them. We human being, we believers, we have only one responsibility to the people. Maybe you are great or low, we are all one responsibility as believers. Each human being to place their hands on the sick and they get well. That's what we are supposed to do. The rest is you as individual to equip so that you can face them. Because Jesus said in Mark 16:17, and this sign will accompany those who believe. In my name, they will drive out demons. Let's stop there before we continue. Driving out demons. There's no one who is coming to drive demons for you. There is no one who is coming to drive demons for you. It's you to face the demons in your life, to conquer them, to encourage yourself to stand when you feel like you are going to be crushed by that weakness, because that weakness is a demon crushing you. But the strength is within you. The kingdom we are talking about is not the kingdom to come, it's the kingdom within you. The second point is when they will pick up the snake with their hands, and when they drank deadly poison, it will not hurt them at all. This is about when you face a bad thing, and when you feel like it is affecting you, you'll be able to let it go because the strength is within you. You are not going to be pulled by that thing. You will overcome it. They will place their hands to the sick people and get well. That's the only condition that is given as we believers. But the rest, as long as you want to overcome the situation which you are going through, you need to believe in the kingdom. And not to believe because there's someone who carried the kingdom for you. The kingdom you are searching, it is within you. So it's you to step in the place of the kingdom so that you see yourself gaining the strength to overcome the situation which is going through. All of us, including me and you, we face a battle of certain kind. There's something which is pulling you down right now. There's something you feel like it has been there in your life. It has been there because you are not seeking the kingdom to get the mental strength to overcome that situation, because you only need to believe greatly and be obedient in the Lord. Miracle happens so that you may acknowledge the presence of God. And today I'm going to reveal this presence, how it is. It happens when you options are done, when you are run out of option, when you run out of plans, and now you have come to the place of humbleness. There's nothing else you can do, and that's when God does something, and God shows where He is. But you be there, and then you step back to the weakness. This is where the problem is, and you find many people, they just follow because they just follow where they hear the name of God because of the miracle, because they want the miracle. But you realize that the place of God is where you left, and now you are lost in the wilderness because you don't want to be where you faced last time. This place, how does it look? It looks like it is the end of your solution. When you learn to step on that path where you don't see where you're stepping, that's where the presence of God is. How do I try to say? I'm trying to say, if you value one miracle to another, you find yourself growing and also believing what you have prayed to God, it will happen. And when you believe, God will still take you to the next step. Because when God does something, there's a conversation you will engage with Him while you are going through that situation. And the storm will still face you. Main reason why God is with you is you to grow, to achieve what you ask Him. And you cannot grow without storms. So God does miracle to you, and then you realize, if you acknowledge God is the one who does the miracle, then you'll be humbly patient when the storms faces you, or when you face the storm. And it is good sometimes to choose battles at your own, because when you learn to choose the battle at your own, there's a day will come when the battle starts choosing you, and you'll be bold enough to face every darkness and stand. Today, I want you to believe one thing. The kingdom is within you, and it's only God can deliver you from the situation you are going through. God did these things to us so that He can see He is capable of doing these things. And the kingdom you are believing right now, it is capable. No one will ever take you to the top. No human being will ever take you to the top. The reason you see you are still in a mess, because you are trying to play safe. But whenever you see God and stand in that path, you don't see anything. In that path you are when God did something to you, then you will grow. Don't be out of that path, because that miracle happened to acknowledge God. It never happened for you to make it like a business. I'm here for God to do a miracle for me, and God did this to me. No, you need to be there so that you can grow. Many people today, they speak of testimonies, what God has done to them. It's true, God has done something to them, but they never walked the way of the Lord. That's where the problem is. When God does something to them, they speak of it. But when have been told to follow God, they don't do that. They want where they have more promises. They want where they will hear more promises. This will come. That will come. That car is coming. That marriage is coming. You are going to have someone and you're going to have a good marriage. Who say that? Today, I want to tell you, you need growth. Because it's God Himself will align you. Not you to align yourself. Not you to go a place where you feel like you have been aligned. You feel okay. Many people today, they got salvation and then they get back to weakness. You have been saved. Maybe a pastor was presented you to the Lord, and when you get to that point, you get back again to where you came from. You get back again to where you came from. The same mess which was stripping you is the same mess now you get yourself into. And you are doing nothing. You are doing nothing. Now you are not growing. You get back where you came from. Because the purpose of salvation is for you to attain growth. And the main important is to do the will of God. I'm not talking to anyone else, but you individually. Individually. We have the reason to live in this world. And the reason God gave us salvation is you to do the will of God, because that's the reason you are created. If then you don't do the will of God, then where are you going in life? And where are you here? And what is your responsibility here on earth? To play safe? Find something. And I'm speaking to any single man or a single woman or any couple. Get back together into the drawing board and ask God, you to unite and build something great. This miracle you want all the time to seek is the miracle which God can do to you. God still does the miracle. But you seek where you get the promises of miracle every day. Because growth looks painful. Because growth looks messy. But as a man, as a woman, we are all made for something. And we are all made for greatness. This message there's still more to speak, but we'll speak it another day. So I want you to encourage yourself in the Lord, because there's still more inside you. I want you to step with God. I want you to stay in a place where there's a continuous miracle. Not just one miracle and then your run will come for another day. No. It's a continuous miracle. It's you to be continuously seeking God. And when you see God has done something and you had a conversation with God when you are going through that season, and when that season was over, now you get back to your ideas. Now you left the place of talking with God. All the time you need a conversation with God. We are all. And when you step in the path of constant miracle, you will grow. But when you'll be able to take miracle as a business, you will not grow. Because when you're in need is when you come to God. And today, there are some situations there's no option for this. You have fought. You have been struggling with that thing for a long period. Do you know the problem is? Because you are not surrendering to God. See, that thing has been affecting you for 10 years, 20 years. But now, surrender it to God. Surrender it to God. Don't fight what you can't win with your own hands. Let God deliver you from that situation. He sees you, but you're not turning back to Him. All the time, you feel like you want to talk to God, you are not facing God, you yourself, because God wants to talk to you. It's God who can deliver you from the demons you're facing. Actually, no one else. Don't ever be told by anyone there's someone can deliver you from the demons which you're going through. No one. As long as you want to get to the top, learn to be better. Learn to kill what is going on through, and learn to raise your thoughts when you are walking through the storm. When it is hard, learn to raise your thoughts in the Lord. Learn to focus. Don't focus on what is going on right now. Focus on what you are supposed to do and start doing. Because the moment you start acting with the strength, with the little strength you have, you can be better, because you start focusing. The moment you see you are still going down is because you are still meditating on the weakness. See, anyone who has walked through the path of salvation, you realize that there is a meditation where you feel like it is taking you back, and the moment you concentrate on remembering or meditating on the past, the more you start getting into the past. But the more you keep focusing on the growth, the more you start growing. So today, the mess you're going through, you need to raise like a phoenix. You need to stand